Good morning, you guys. Happy Friday. Oh, I realized that I did not put my Apple Watch on. I am running late as per usual to get to work, but hi, if you are new here, my name is Lainey. I am 28 years old, I live in Texas, and I am a urgent care nurse practitioner, and I worked in the ER for 6 years as an RN before. I have been working in the urgent care for about 4 months now, and I like to vlog my life, lifestyle, things I'm doing, day-to-day stuff, books, travel, that kind of thing. I feel like there was kind of a lack of videos of lifestyle for nurse practitioners, so I really kind of wanted to make a channel to kind of fill that void, but also to film fun stuff too, like books and travel and all that kind of good stuff. So I am trying to get back onto the YouTube game, so patience would be appreciated. I'm trying to figure out vlogging, editing, trying to find the time for certain things, and what kind of video ideas I want to do, since I do want to do some more things. So comment if you have any requests or ideas or what have you. So welcome back. Happy Friday. I am on my way to work. I work the noon to midnight shift if you are new here. So I work 12-hour shifts. I do 12 shifts a month, and I work noon to midnight. So I am driving there now. It is 11:45-ish, and it takes me about 12 minutes or so to get to work, so it's really not too bad. So I am on the way now, but wanted to go ahead and start a new vlog. So happy Friday. Hopefully it's a good day. If you watched my last vlog, you heard me talking about how all my shifts were so busy. The nighttime is always the busiest time versus the daytime, so I'm hoping for some relief this weekend, because I work today and I work tomorrow, so I'm hoping for some good nights. And yeah, yesterday was my one off day. It's going to be a long week just because I was off for 9 days for my birthday, and I went to Bonnaroo Music Festival, so I am making up for that by working a couple extra shifts towards the end of the month and the beginning of the month, because I took no PTO for that, so that's awesome. So I worked this past week, Monday, Tuesday, 12 to 12, and then on Wednesday I worked 6 to midnight. I was off yesterday, and then I worked today 12 to 12 and tomorrow 12 to 12. So 5 days of this week of working, 4 of those being 12-hour shifts. So lots of work for me, but lots of content to vlog for you guys. So yesterday I did a whole lot of nothing. I truly took advantage of being off and rotting as much as I can. I went to the pool for about an hour. I edited the YouTube video and posted that yesterday, so feel free to watch that and check that out if you'd like. And I took a little nap, and I ate some dinner. I watched a bunch of YouTube. I snuggled my dog and my cat, and that's pretty much all I did yesterday. I did laundry as well, but I didn't actually fold it, so that will be a task for tonight if I'm feeling up for it, or maybe on Sunday whenever I'm off. We will see how that goes. So yeah, that's kind of the update of what I've been doing. I'm gonna go ahead and keep driving into work. I'm probably gonna just order some food because I didn't eat anything before I left, and I didn't really have much grocery or meal prep, so I will be ordering something, but wish me luck. Hopefully it is a good night, and I will catch you guys after my shift and let you know how it goes. Another shift down, here we go. I am home at 12:45. I did not clock out until about 12:21, so it was a little bit of a late night tonight, but that was because we did have somebody who was getting IV fluids, and he didn't come in until like 11 o'clock at night, so that's so nice. Oh, hello. Here's your cat. Say hi to the camera. Oh, hi. Say hi. So it was, of course, during the day, totally fine, and then tonight, of course, it was really, really busy at 6 o'clock. It wasn't too bad. It's not my worst night, I'll tell you that, but a bunch of people obviously came in towards the end, which is normal after 9 p.m. is when the rush hits. So that's what happened. And it was a bunch of UTIs today. Someone came in for vomiting who wanted fluids and IV nausea medicine. And of course, I'm like, of course you get here 11 o'clock at night. Like, are you serious? We close in an hour. But you can't turn them away. You gotta see them. And I'm trying to think what else it was. A bunch of skin stuff. It was a nail infection, but it wasn't paronychia per se. There was no abscess, nothing to drain. It was more just like cellulitis redness around the nail, but there was no purulent drainage or anything. And he's in menace mode right now, so if he's jumping around and you hear meows, that's why. But overall, I mean, it was a good night. I'm glad I ordered my food. I ordered some Pei Wei and ate that pretty early because I knew it was going to be a rush. I just knew it, and I was right. So overall, I mean, it wasn't too terrible of a day, and I just have one more shift tomorrow, then I'm off for 3 days, so I'm very pumped about that. But I got some Taco Bell on my way home, Nacho Bell Grande with the bean burrito. So I'm going to eat that and chill for a minute. I am definitely not doing laundry tonight. I do not feel like folding it. And I'm going to go to bed and go to work tomorrow. So I'll probably catch you guys tomorrow on the way in. Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Good morning, y'all. We are off to work. I had a little bit of a late wake up today. I did not want to get up. I didn't actually end up going to sleep until about 2:30 or so. And then Oliver, my cat, woke me up around like 7:15, like literally attacking my hair and like scratched my lip. And like, I mean, he was just being a little menace. He was ready to get up. And so that woke me up for a bit. Had to, get up and, kick him out of the room and all this stuff. Then he was crying outside. He was, meowing and so sad. And so I had to get up again and open the door. And it was just like, I don't know, not conducive for lovely sleep. So I had my alarm set for 9:45 and I snoozed it and didn't get up until like 10:45. So here we are. It is 11:49. I am on my way. I have not had any coffee. I have not had anything. It is just me, myself, and I raw dogging it going into this shift. But I'm going to get some Starbucks, a large coffee with many shots of espresso, and probably a bagel with cream cheese, maybe some egg bites, something like that. So I'll get breakfast with Starbucks. And then I got Pei Wei chicken fried rice last night for dinner, so that's left over for me to eat tonight for dinner. So that's my downfall with working here, is that everything is so close around there, and I love to DoorDash food, and I'm so bad about like meal planning my meals and bringing food versus, oh, I can just order DoorDash and then that'll be 2 meals because I'll have leftovers. That's like how I like justify myself. But I'm like, I shouldn't be spending, $30 or $40 for a meal to be DoorDashed. So that is something I will work on, but here we go. This is my last shift for the weekend and I'm off the next 3 days, which is nice. I'm really looking forward to that. Tomorrow I'm actually meeting up with one of my friends who I used to work with in the ER. She is currently in NP school right now, and she has a project due involving like interviewing a nurse practitioner. So she asked me if I wanted to do that, so I said yes. So I'm gonna meet her tomorrow for coffee somewhere to do the interview and that kind of stuff and just hang out. Other than that, I don't really have any plans. I know Colin is off tomorrow, so hopefully we can do something. Maybe get dinner or make dinner or something like that. And then I have Pilates on Monday and I'm just big chilling for the rest of the week. And I do actually work July 3rd and July 4th. If you don't know, the urgent care that I work for is open 365 all year round. Not closed on holidays. Most urgent cares are closed on holidays, so that was something I didn't really love about the job. But I mean, I am used to working holidays anyways for the last 6 years, working as an ER nurse. So I'm hoping that it won't be, I guess my worry is that I am fresh meat, the new kid on the block, and I don't want to get screwed with working so many holidays just because I'm new. So I will make sure I am sticking up for myself, fighting for myself, all that kind of good stuff. Like I said, I don't mind taking them off the team and working holidays for people, you know what I mean? Like if someone said, oh, I worked Christmas last year or whatever, I worked Thanksgiving last year, you know, then we'll see. But yeah, that's the only downfall with this urgent care is that they're open on holidays and you don't get holiday pay for it, which is also not really cool. I've noticed that with a lot of provider jobs that you usually don't get compensated for working a holiday. Like if you're a nurse working in the hospital, you get paid time and a half for working a holiday and you get paid extra for working on the weekend. Even our medical assistants, they have differential working on the weekends and for working holidays. I don't really know what it is, but they do get something. But you don't get that as a provider. And I'm pretty sure the ER doctors that I used to work for at the hospital, they didn't get differential either. So I'm not sure if that's just like a provider thing. But that really sucks because, you know, we have families and home lives and that kind of thing too. And it would make our day much happier knowing that we're getting paid a little bit extra for our time, for sacrificing our time with our family to be working and taking care of other people during a holiday. So yeah, that's kind of frustrating, but we will see how that goes this holiday season. But anyways, I'm just trying to keep it real with y'all with what I'm experiencing and what I, you know, am going through personally, things I'm learning as I'm going, because I only knew NPs from my my clinical experience, whether it was primary care, OBGYN, pediatrics, urgent care. So I'm like having to learn by just talking to people that have worked in the urgent care for a while and see what it's like truly, because you really don't really know until you're actually in it and doing it. So I just want to make sure I'm like educating you guys and talking to you guys about, you know, the good, the bad, the ugly, the things I'm liking, things I'm not liking, and just keep it real with you. You know, it's not going to be all sunshine and rainbows. Not every single job's going to be perfect, but just want to make sure if any of y'all are interested in working in urgent care or becoming an NP, just the ins and outs that I've learned so far. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and keep driving, get to work. I'm gonna get my Starbucks and my food, work my 12-hour shift, and then I will be home free for the next 3 days. Okay, y'all, I am home and I am done with my 2 shifts. These past 2 days are done and completed. I am home now. It is 12:27. We left right on time, actually. Oh, sorry if you hear all that rustling around. Oliver's playing in boxes right now. So, Oliver. Hey. Anyways, it was quite the night, let me tell you. I think on my way in, oh my gosh. On the way in, I was talking to you guys about how, like, I have spent a lot of time at work this week. This is like overdrive week of working, and I was like exhausted and tired of it being so freaking busy at nighttime. Well, oh my gosh, hold on, let me get Oliver out of here. Okay, that should be better now. Sorry. So literally I worked today from 12 to 12, and I am not kidding you when I say for 12 hours I saw 6 patients. Let that sink in for you. So 12 hours, 6 people. But literally the last couple of days I have been seeing way more people from 6 to midnight, and not even kidding, from 6 to midnight 2 people walked in. So let me just tell you, I was very, very happy with that, and I needed the break. I loved it, and I was able to chat with my coworkers. I finished my book today. I watched a bunch of YouTube. I was big chilling, and yeah. So let me just say, oh my gosh, he found another box. Sorry, he is on menace mode. It is always middle of the night when he goes menace mode, and then we'll go to bed and he'll eventually tire out. So yeah, what a great, lovely night. My battery's getting low, so I'll probably have to hurry through this. But yeah, so what a great night. I needed that for sure. And I am just happy to be off the next 3 days. Nothing exciting today to call home about, but I did get some exciting packages today from Amazon, and I ordered some books. So I want to show you guys the books that I got, but hold on one second, let me change the battery. Okay, back in business. So I ordered a bunch of books from Amazon. I was thinking that there's a bunch of summer reads that I wanted to get to, and I have a bunch of good books on my shelf, but a lot of them are fantasy, and I feel like I'm more in the fantasy mood like come September, October, like fall time. And I've just seen a bunch of viral books, like summary books that I want to read, and I want to be a part of the club. So I ordered a bunch of them. So here are the ones that I got. First up, I got Happy Place by Emily Henry. This one actually came out last summer, and I have noticed that the trend that I'm doing is I always buy the Emily Henry book like a year later because the paperback comes out, and I enjoy paperback more than having the hard covers. So I ordered this one. I'm super excited to read this one. I think it's like a couple broke off their engagement, but they usually go on this summer trip with their friends every single year, and so they have to like basically like fake like they're still together for this trip with their friends, and that's just kind of like what the story is. I've heard a lot of people call it a 5-star read, and it's, you know, seems pretty short and sweet, so hopefully it's good. I'm excited about this one. If you haven't already, you definitely should read the From Blood and Ash series by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I have read Blood and Ash, Kingdom of Flesh and Fire, Crown of Gilded Bones, War of Two Queens, but there is a like spin-off series, the Flesh and Fire series, and I have not read any of those. And I know there's like a particular order you're supposed to read the books in, and I actually read War of Two Queens when you're supposed to read that like after the first book in Flesh and Fire. So I'm kind of out of order, but I went ahead and ordered the rest of them that are out for now, and I did pre-order the next one coming out in August. So I got A Shadow in the Ember. This is like kind of the same premise as Blood and Ash, but like back in time basically. And I've heard people like this series like way more than the Blood and Ash series. My mom, I've gotten her into reading. She's doing audiobooks because she has a long commute to work, and she did ACOTAR, and then she did all of these, and she was like, oh my gosh, Flesh and Fire was the best. I cannot stop thinking about it. It's way better than Blood and Ash, so I'm excited to get into this, but I wanted to go ahead and get the books, that way I had them on my shelf whenever I'm ready to dive in and get to this, because these books are thick. They are like almost 700 pages. Well, this is 600 pages here, but I wanted to go ahead and get these on my shelf, that way when it comes probably like September time, I'll probably dive into them. Maybe August, but I think the 5th book in Blood and Ash, is it the 5th book, or maybe it's the 6th book, or I can't remember which one it is, but it's like Born of Blood and Ash, something like that. That's coming out in August of this year, so maybe, no, I'm not gonna get to these before then. I'll probably I already pre-ordered that one, so I'll wait till that gets here, and then I'll just dive in the fall time. But here we go. Number 1 in Flesh and Fire, and then number 2 is A Light in the Flame. I have not read the backs of them. I don't want to spoil anything. So number 2, and then the 3rd book I did order, but it didn't come with this order. It's supposed to be here like in 5 or 6 days, so I'm waiting for that one. I think that one's, what's A Shadow in the Ember, A Light in the Flame, of Fire in the Flesh, something like that, I think. But anyways. Okay, last 2 books I'm super pumped about. I have read nothing by this author before, and I have heard nothing but great things about this author, and I follow her on TikTok, and she's funny and seems down to earth. So the first book I got is Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. I have heard that her books are just full of great banter. The romance is so good. Maybe not so heavy on the spice, but as long as the storyline is good, I'm fine with that. I do love me a smutty book, but if the romance is good, like I said, I love reading them. But every single vlog that I've watched of girls reading these, they're like in tears and in shambles and like always like annotating and highlighting in it. So I wanted to dive in, and the reason why I really wanted to get into it is because I also got Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. But I know that this one has mentions of the characters from the Part of Your World series. So So I think it goes like Part of Your World and then Yours Truly, and then you're supposed to read Just for the Summer. So I know that Yours Truly is on Kindle Unlimited. That's why I did not buy the book, just because I want to read this first, and if I like it, I'll read it on Kindle, and if I'm loving that one, I'll order the physical copy. That way I can have it in my shelf. But otherwise, I'm so excited to jump into Abby Jimenez's books. I am so pumped. This just like screams, or this one screams summer to me. So I have lots of reading to catch up on. Like I said, I finished my book today, which took me, you know, a couple weeks to finish. Actually, I was kind of in a slump, but it was The Final Offer by Lauren Asher, which is the third and final book in the Dreamland Billionaire series, and that was a 5-star for me. That was the best one out of all of them, in my opinion. I think I was really intimidated to read it just because it is like over 600 pages. No, it was just under 600 pages. It was like 590 something was how many pages it was. And I was like, oh my gosh, such a long book. But oh my gosh, it's so good. Like I could not stop reading it on my Kindle. Comment down below if you feel the same way, but I feel like I read much faster on my Kindle. I don't know if it's just like the bigger text and all you have to do is tap versus like physically flipping a page. But I read very fast on my Kindle, but nothing beats holding a physical copy of books in your hand. But anyways, now I am on The Housemaid is Watching, which is book number 3 in the Housemaid trilogy. I don't know if she's making another one or not, but I got about 30 something pages in tonight while I was at work, and I don't know, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens because I love The Housemaid and I love The Housemaid's Secret, which is the second book, and I literally like read that in 24 hours. I could not put it down. But I've seen some mixed reviews of this one, that this one's not as exciting or as like, you know, gripping as the first two. So I'm a little nervous that that's not going to be the case with this one. But I mean, it's like 350 pages, and I pre-ordered it. You know, I spent the money on it. It was like $5 when I pre-ordered it. I mean, it's not really much, but, and I love Freida McFadden's writing, so I'm gonna give it a chance and see how I feel about it. But I'm reading that right now on my Kindle, and then I think I'm gonna dive into Part of Your World next, because I really do want to get to reading Just for the Summer before the end of summer. So I have to read this book, Yours Truly, and then I can get to that one. So anyways, that's just my little bookish update for you. I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog tonight just because I am off for the next 3 days, and I would like to go ahead and edit and get this video up for you guys. But yeah, I know it wasn't really the most exciting last couple days, but I wanted to show you guys just like a little bit of vlogging in my life and give y'all some book updates, some book chats, because I do want to get more into kind of like bookish content. So I'm trying to decide if I want to like incorporate books into my vlogs versus like filming bookish books. Like if I did like a June reading wrap up, like would anybody really want to watch that, or is it better just to like include that in my vlogs for my NP stuff? So let me know down below what you guys think, because I love watching my little booktube girlies, and I just freaking love books and I love talking about books. So let me know what you guys think. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. So thank y'all so much for watching, and if you're still watching to the end of this video, thank you. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I'm gonna do my best to at least post a video weekly. I really do want to get into YouTube and explore my creative side. So yeah, liking and commenting and subscribing helps. It's fun watching my channel grow. But anyways, thank you again for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye!